130. Remember, he has fought his last several fights at the 135-pound limit. Rafael Limón weighed in, as you can see, at 129 1/2. He is 29 years of age, has a height advantage of 2 inches. He has a great advantage in experience, 47 victories, 12 losses, and 2 draws with 35 knockouts. Héctor Camacho in his 22nd professional bout, 11 KOs along the way. So a somewhat chaotic start here at Iran Bithorn Stadium in San Juan. There are people still standing around the ringside area, and many have surged down from the seats in this baseball stadium to get closer to the action. And a bell for round number 1. Richard Steele, the referee, calls him to the center of the ring. A quick start by Camacho. He landed a left hand that knocked Limón back into his corner. Limón in white, Camacho on the leopard skin front.
The hand speed between both fighters, Tim, is like night and day. Camacho is so fast, he knows he's hopping right on Limón, and Limón will be completely overwhelmed by Camacho's hand speed.
One thing we know about Limón is that he can punch. He has 35 knockouts. He is a gamester, and he is a slow starter.
He also takes a tremendous punch, Tim. We saw Navarrete hit him on the chin with bombs, and nothing happened, and he's a good puncher.
His last outing, he lost his title to Bobby Chacon in December of 1982. Has not fought since then. Camacho's last outing was in April, a 10-round decision over Elias Cubanito Perez in Phoenix in the lightweight bout. Under a minute to go in this opening round, scheduled for 12 under the WBC rules. Title fights are 12 rounds.
Limon's punches are telegraphing. He comes out, you can tell what he's going to do. And what is going to happen with Camacho, he's going to time it, counter-punch him, and probably get him out of there.
Well, you know, we say that Limón takes a real good punch, but when Camacho hits you, sometimes you don't see the punch coming, and when that happens, it could be curtains. He gets those angles on you, always moving side to side.
One thing about it, Gil, Limón can take one good shot, but Camacho throws his punches in a series of combinations.
I like the way he dances as he's punching. Always gets that angle.
Warmed up so much that he's already quite a bit wetter than Limón. 90-degree temperatures in San Juan.
Camacho has to watch out for Limon's the way he punches. His punches are not really straight. He punches roundhouse, but he puts a lot of power behind it. Like those body shots thrown by Limón.
Seconds to go in round number 1.
You know, I think the way to fight a guy like Limón that throws wide punches is to move to him. That way he'll be throwing punches around your neck all night long. If you try to dance and move, sometimes he can catch you at the end of one of those long punches.
Final seconds of the first round, scheduled for 12, live from San Juan, Puerto Rico. Héctor Camacho and Bazooka Limón.
Sears.
Round number 2. Live from San Juan, Héctor Camacho in the leopard skin trunks, making a new sartorial display here in this bout against Rafael Bazooka Limón in white. Richard Steele, the referee from the U.S., Las Vegas, Nevada.
You notice there, Camacho gave Limón some angles, lateral movement. That too confused the fighter.
Birthplace for the Macho Man. Happy to be fighting for the world title here in Puerto Rico. The sun starting to spread across the ring now as it starts to sink in the west here in Puerto Rico.
Although Limón doesn't have a style, he's very smart.
Good combination scored by Camacho. Spinning Limón now. Limón gets back to the center of the ring.
You have to keep in mind, Tim, that Limón is catching some of those shots on his shoulders.
61 fights for Bazooka Limón, 29 years of age.
Tim, you can see the experience with Limón. He's a very, very relaxed guy.
So most of the attention, as expected, here in Puerto Rico on the 10 days Limón has been here, is centered around his opponent Camacho. But it hasn't bothered him at all. Good solid right landed by Camacho, trying to follow up.
Ray, as you mentioned, Limón takes one good punch. If you hit him on the chin, he can take it. But what happens when that second and third one lands? And that's what Camacho just did in that exchange.
Two southpaws at work here, but of course with the movement that Camacho gives you, it doesn't seem to make much difference whether he's fighting an orthodox fighter or another left-hander. Under a minute to go, round two.
What you might see happen when Limón reaches in, like there, Camacho's going to catch me because he has this kind of type of speed to deal with the fighter that's reaching in.
Right hand scored by Camacho, snap back the head of Limón. Under 30 seconds to go, round two.
Camacho had to say to himself, what happened? I hit him with my best punch. It didn't even wobble, and that was some right hook.
None of those three punches that got a stir from the crowd really scored. Limón blocked all three, that last exchange. Final seconds coming up in round number two, scheduled for 12.
Come on.
Number three scheduled for 12, live from San Juan, Puerto Rico. Tim Ryan with Gil Clancy, Sugar Ray Leonard, watching Héctor Camacho and Bazooka Limón for the vacant WBC Super Featherweight crown at 130 pounds.
Tim, Camacho looks in tremendous shape. I had a chance to speak with a friend of mine, Robert Boo Boo Sawyer, who trained with Camacho. He says Camacho's speed and power is there.
He is in outstanding shape. He said he felt nasty having to stay down at 130 pounds these last several weeks. He's been down around 132 and came in right on the money. But he feels comfortable a little higher than that, up around the lightweight of 135. Well, there's a typical Camacho move, ducking under the wild left hand of Limón and spinning himself back out in front, and these knowledgeable fight fans here enjoyed it.
Limón has to get inside, Tim, and he has to work Camacho's body. That's the only part of Camacho that I think he's going to be able to hit for a while, until Camacho slows down a little bit.
Macho missed with the right hand. The sun is out of both corners now. In fact, a little bit of it more back in Limón's corner. Most of it is in the neutral corner to our right on the far side of the ring. Again, Camacho missing rather badly. He's a little over anxious.
I feel that what Limón is trying to do is trying to make Camacho blow himself out. Throw a lot of punches and tire. But I doubt that's going to happen with Camacho. He looks in great shape.
You can see the sun now just on the far right corner of the ring. Pretty soon we'll be in total shadow as it sinks below the stadium roof here.
Gil, Limón just went to the body. I think he hurt.
I think he hurt me. That's about all he can do, Ray. This is Camacho with some elusive target. Camacho must have hurt you.
Gave him a good right to the body. Catching Limón coming in. Third round action. Under a minute to go.
Limón looks very, very slow, but he's pretty hard to hit himself. He's a real old cutie.
61 professional ring wars. Has had 4 bouts with Bobby Chacon, and no doubt is watching this fight with particular interest today out of Sacramento.
But you have to feel or think, brothers, the fights that Limón has had, it's pretty much been wars. And whether or not they've taken anything out of him. Well, how much does he have left?
The question may be answered here today. Under 30 seconds to go in the third round.
That punch rocked Limón.
Coming to the end of the third round. We'll be back. Down goes Limón. And a left hand at the bell. Just prior to the bell. Limón has to take the count. He's still moving.
take a punch, and that was just one punch. It was a one-punch knockdown. Camacho has some kick in that left hand.
Camacho people have been claiming that they will knock out Limón. Limón, when he has been stopped a few times in his career, has usually been stoppages from cuts.
It was a left hand. There was a left hand to put Limón in trouble, and the same left hand that put him down.
See it again here, Ray.
Well, here we see Camacho, the left hand. And it was the same exact left hand that put him down. Right from the start.
Right over the somewhat slow right hand lead of Limón. The left scored, down he went. We're back in round number 4 as Camacho has scored the first knockdown in his quest for the title. See what that does to Limón. Usually when he gets hurt, he battles back. Whether he's able to is the question we'll have answered here this afternoon.
Tim, he looks like he's fighting in slow motion compared to Camacho's speed. Looks like guys in different gears.
Camacho's doing the right thing. He's using that jab, and he's not rushing himself now. Although he put Limón down, he's still taking his time. He's thinking.
A little swelling, redness under the right eye of Limón.
That was from that big left hand, Tim.
The way it looks, that same punch is going to put Limón back on the canvas.
He almost did it as you said it, Ray.
Good combination scored by Camacho and good defense on the return blows from Limón.
Camacho now, he's starting to measure Limón with that jab. See, the left hand comes right after that jab.
We're in the 4th round, scheduled for 12. Sugar Ray Leonard, Gil Clancy, and Tim Ryan live from San Juan. The championship quest of Héctor Camacho and the perhaps last hurrah in his try for the 3rd time to win this same crown. He has held twice before by Bazooka Limón. Left hand landed by Limón.
Good left hand, Tim. Right on the butt. He has Héctor on his bicycle for a minute now.
Camacho with a good right hand inside. Wobbled the legs of Limón.
Limón has scored more this round, Tim, than he has in the previous 3. At least he's starting to reach Camacho now, a little bit.
Camacho concentrating extremely well right now, very intense, having knocked down Limón at the end of round 3.
You know, Tim, Camacho is a good boxer. Most times when guys are good boxers, they really follow the rules. But Camacho is no altar boy in there. He's a rough kid.
Well, Camacho has the talent and the speed to make his opponent miss and get away. But sometimes he should stay there and take advantage of it.
We're under 20 seconds to go, round 4.
Beautiful combination by Camacho then, Tim.
Approaching the end of this 4th round with Héctor Camacho establishing an early lead, and a left hand hurt Limón again at the bell.
Come close. Closer.
Slimming in diagonal.
Kenny Whetstone in a middleweight brawl. Plus the start of our women's survival.
The bell for round 5 sounded. Limón's people didn't have his mouthpiece in, so he was late coming out for the round. And you saw him hurt again at the end of round 4. He did not go down, but he was hurt just as the bell sounded ending round 4. 5th round scheduled for 12. The partisan Puerto Rican crowd on its feet between rounds, hoping to see yet another Puerto Rican world champion. Limón, the Mexican, knowing that the crowd is all behind Héctor Macho Camacho.
Those are some very good body shots thrown by Limón, and they're very effective, especially in the late rounds. If this fight should go the distance, Tim.
Also a good rabbit punch, Ray.
Which he just got warned for by referee Richard Steele.
It's been a very masterful fight for Camacho. Here he's pretty much boxing, doing what he wants to do, taking advantage of the opportunity when it permits itself.
Limón loading up on those body shots.
When he does, he leaves himself wide open, though, Tim. He's going to get nailed. And he drops those hands. There's an example of the difference in the speed of Camacho's hands and how slow Limón is punching.
Camacho scored a good left, and Limón scored back with a left.
It's just truly amazing.
Down goes Limón with a body shot. Now, whether Limón feels he was hit low, I'm not sure. He's up on his feet and apparently all right. Referee has not given any warning. What do you think, Ray?
Oh, that was a beautiful combination to his body. He's hurt. Camacho should go right back to the body, and he'll put him down again.
Now Limón indicating that it was a low blow, but the referee didn't call it that way. Camacho on the attack.
Tim, the punches look like borderline punches to me. I couldn't see them low.
Limón in difficulty on the ropes as Camacho pours it on.
Camacho should go right back to that body, Tim. It's a soft spot.
Combination of the head sends Limón right through the ropes. Bazooka Limón now in severe difficulty. He doesn't know where he is. Smiling at his corner, but I'm not sure he knows whether it's a knockdown or where he is. Now he shoots his arms up to tell the referee he's all right. But he's been down twice in this 5th round. There is no 3 knockdown rule. It's up to the referee's discretion. And that is all. Richard Steele has stopped the fight. Héctor Camacho has scored a 5th round knockout and won the vacant WBC Super Featherweight crown. The usual chaotic scene in the ring as Héctor Camacho's journey to the World Championship has culminated here with a 5th round knockout of former champion Bazooka Limón. In the country of his birthplace, the island territory of the United States, just a few miles from Bayamón, and there will be celebrating in Spanish Harlem and New York City tonight. And all over the island of Puerto Rico as Héctor Camacho is the champion. His mother, Maria, trying to get into the ring along with the crowd. His girlfriend, Keisha Colon from New York City. And a very weary-looking Bazooka Limón, having offered his congratulations, being assisted back to his corner. The champion, Héctor Camacho, enjoying his triumph in the arms of his girlfriend and his mother.
Tim, the thing that surprised me was the punching power of Camacho. He really has matured as a puncher.
The list, the 130-pound championship. He says he wants the lightweight and the junior welterweight crowns before he's done. Let's go back into the action in that 5th round. This is the final knockdown, a combination sending Limón through the ropes. We'll see that same knockdown again.
It was such a magnificent display of talent by Camacho. Here he's putting his punches together. He's going to the body, and he can punch a man going down. That's hand speed for you, Tim.
Just too much for the veteran Bazooka Limón.